Now, I've started this other miniature, which will involve doing a lot of different miniatures. I'm doing a room, and it's going to be another sewing room. And so yesterday, I'm gonna run through it with you, what I'm going to be doing. Remember I did these yesterday. I love them, but they're going in this shop room when it's done. That's for a different project to share with you. I need to remove those. Now, what I've got here, like I say, in the shop, I'm going to distress, not distress it, but it'll be, I'm not sure whether I want to distress everything or not, so it might just be a normal shop for sewing equipment. But I will be like edging this and putting some fabrics in and wool and whatever, that sort of thing. So and like I say, I've got these sort of things that I've already started. Started them a while ago. I've got to finish them off. I've lost the top of that. I think it was another one of these, which will fit on a table or something in the room when it's done. Okay, so basically it's like I say, it's a room. I've got a dress form. I've got these to go in. These with that'll have buttons in, like this sort of thing, but with buttons. I've already started doing the fabric. I got some oops! Oh, that was silly. I thought I'd put a lid on that. Some little mini buttons and that. I'll be doing them on cards. I've already started yesterday the fabrics that'll go on the shelving when it's painted. Look, that's nothing to do with it. I fished that out. That's the ring box I made, a miniature. Oh well, you got to do things like this. Yeah, so I've got more of these reels. That's for the shop. It's because I'm going to be sharing a cup of tea with somebody in the shop. A plate that I want to put on here, or maybe like that. Hang on. Sorry about that, my gas man came to check my gas, the boiler and everything. As I was saying, I spent some time yesterday making these, and I'll show you what they are when I find out what I've done with them. Where's the others? There are the other ones. Oh, I might have done them all actually. No, all I was doing was to make these, take a piece of card, colour it both ends, strip of fabric, wind it round and leave it at that. And then when we stack them, which I shall show you, when we stack them, look, like that. They don't have to be the same size or anything. I'll trim all these ends off, see, like that. But on the shelving, they look like that. And I might have to make a load more. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the unit. Like I say, I've got that to go on it, which I could put, I don't know, I might do it there. I'm not sure. I may not put it on there. I've lots of these spools, these, all different sizes. Plus the tiny ones, which will go in there for now. Some buttons. Lots more of those. Lots of jars. Some stoppers for the bottles. Some have got them, some haven't. And like I said, they just sit in there and I put the little buttons in. Or seed beads to make them look like, you know, things you're going to buy in a sewing shop. I've also made some of these. Now, it'll all get painted. I'm going to do a pink unit, I think. And I've chosen to do them in various... Did I do that one for there? Might be a different one. There we are. I might have done one and need to cut it down. Like, so they're going to go in there. And then this will be fixed in. And I will be able to glue that in when I need it. Glue that in there. And then just pop that in there and level that up. But what will go on that are things like, not that one, this one. like that, oops, with lace on. So the reels of lace. Like that. I might actually do some more of those and have it further up so that the lace can hang down more. Some of these will be standing on there with fabric on. I've made a pair of knitting needles because I will be using, you know, I'm going to have to knit something with them, and all it is a skewer. You know, what you call it? Toothpick thing. Some of them. I might need to make a couple more. Well, I will do, because I'm going to have a basket with them in. That's in the middle, so let me see. Now, what I'm going to do and share with you are the knitting needles. And I told you yesterday, or in the earlier video should I say, we're just using these. Sorry, I need to put my glue gun on, I forgot to do that. So I'm just going to prepare these. And we need some seed beads for the stoppers at the end. Like that. Just while the glue's warming up, let me do a little bit of knitting. I'm casting on. That's what they call it. Casting on. I hope you can see this. You have to be careful when you do it. It is a bit fidgety when you've got chunky hands like me. I haven't really got chunky hands, but I think they are. I'm only going to do 12 stitches. Cast on 12. And I have to do this just a couple of rows. It's just to get it going so that it looks more realistic. My son's just brought my wood for my decking. I've got decking on, but we need to renew it. And he managed to pick some up somewhere for me that's stronger than what I've had on. So Ken brought that this morning, 7:30. Or round about that time. Sorry about that. Again, that was Raymond. Honest to God, I just don't know how he does it. I say it every time. I just don't know. You know, I've been editing a film. He didn't ring while I was doing that. We're going to a couple of charity shops this morning, see some new ones that we've seen. That or that he's seen on his travels. When he's been out and about. Look. They've got to do it a little bit longer. Right. So, I've got that. Now, I'm just going to halfway do this one. like that. I'm not sure if I need to do it a little bit longer. No, it's like that. That'll do. Yeah, that will do. And then what I'm going to do is just glue that together now. So it's just putting a dab of glue like that. And then what I have to do, I'm going to cut this. Yeah. Oh, I cut the right one. Just nearly cut the wrong one then. And we take a little bit of this. And a piece of wood. And then what we do is we just a little bit of glue to get it going. And we just wrap that on. There, I'm going to do it a little bit more like that. And then glue that. That'll do. And I've got my little ball of wool that I'm knitting from. See, like that. I'm just going to trim that. Like that. Now, no, I don't want to put them on there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put them in there for now. So that's how you do them. Maybe one of my thimbles. I've got I've got a couple of wooden thimbles here that will look nice like that. Now that'll go in the shop, so if that's stood up, that can go at the side with a lot of knitting needles in, which I think I'll do that. Now to doing the knitting needles themselves. And the way to do that is you make sure my glue gun's working. Yeah. Oops, dropped a load on the deck then. Just put some glue on the end. Choose the colour bead you're going to use. I have some blue ones, I think. And then push the bead down as far as it'll go. And then you want another one. Because don't forget you make a pair of them. Okay. Take the excess off. And then all I do is snip the ends. So where's my little pot? You can colour the end. You don't have, you can... Where's my... Where's my thingy-me-bob? Oops, there it is. Just colour them, that's it. That's all you have to do. So I'm just going to do a few more because we do want several of them. I'm going to get my glue that I've just spilt. There's another pair made. Oh, and what you can do, which is now, let me find where I put some paper. Yeah. What you can do to make them as a pair, let's just cut this. Which is, I prefer to do this actually. You just pop your needles together like that. Because you're going to be selling them, aren't you? Well, we're only pretending, you know that, don't you? Like that. Cut that. Bit of glue. And there we are. We've got one pair there. Take that again. So you can use fancy paper for these. Like that. They don't have to be level. Oops. Let's do a... It's going to fall over now. Because it needs putting onto a flat surface. But it's going in the shop section when I've got them sorted. Just for decoration, I've got this heart. We do sell this in the both in the shop actually. I've got this little heart trim, and just for decoration. That's all it is. Take your little. Oops, don't want too much on. And you could put a flower on or a little bead like that. For decoration, that's all you need. So I'm just going to do a couple more. Put them back in there. Let's just see. You know, they're just decorations. It's just to make them look pretty. This might be a little bit too big, but doesn't have to be. Look, they're fine. Oh, the thread! So, then what you need to do is to glue them in. Like that. See? And you end up with a... I'm going to do a few more. Leave them there for a minute. Sirens are going everywhere here. Been a lot of accidents and, I would say, arrests and things like that lately. I'm going to put a little heart on that, I think. Let's burn that down. There we go. Like that. Bit of glue on the end. And we just glue them into place like that. So they'll stand in the shop. I might make a couple more, but I don't think I need to. I think I've got enough. Obviously, this is a guy who's upside down because it's a golfer's thimble. So to that, all you do, all that needs to be done, I could put a charm on it, a little handmade flower. I've made these and it's just a handmade flower to decorate it. And hide the gentleman. Like that. That can stop in the shop and that's it. So that's done. We'll move on to the next thing. And these are just like, oops, little braids. So I'll be making some more of those that will go in there. So now I've got a couple of dishes here. I mean, that's a kitchen bowl, but I'm not fussed about it. You're not going to see it. Just put that there. And again, we're going to do some miniature ones. You know, really small reels. And in order to do that, I had a bag. Here we are. These are all my sewing threads. Oh, I wonder where that had gone. I've been looking for that blooming thing. So we're going to do a blue, a green, a white, a red, a brown. Oh, we've got blue, and I don't need to undo another one, do I? All we need is, I never know where to start with these, so you know what? I just pull some out. That's it. So I've got that one. Clip one end. Just clip it off. I'll start with the white one. Again, dab of glue. And just wrap around. That's enough. Like that. Oops-a-daisy. Take the excess off. Clip that off and cut that. And if you don't like it being a little bit untidy, glue it in. And just glue it in. So all I'm going to do is to glue that onto there. That's it. See how we can have one. I'll do it that way. Like that. Now I don't have to fill the whole thing up. And I'm not going to, but that's how you do those. And they look great. Now, if you want to do a different one where you're putting lace on, fabrics, it's the same principle. So I've got a little pink one here that I'm going to add some trim. So all I'm going to do is start at the end like that. And then we just snip that off. And we're going to just lay that in there. Like that. Again, two really nice ones. And we'll move on to the next one that will go on card. Kind of like that. So they'll be like bows on a card and it'll be stuck to the side. I've also going to show you how to, I've done it before, I'm going to do it again. Show you how to make the stand with the fabric bolts on. The bigger fabric bolts. And you just use paper. You can use fabric if you want. I use lots of different paper and it looked just as good. But I do have a tutorial for that, but I'm going to show you again while I'm doing this. Plus, we have a sewing machine. Now, I could just put that on as it is. I'm going to choose not to. I'm going to thread some, glue some thread onto there, coming down the back, on the side, and a bit of fabric underneath, so it looks like I'm actually in the process. So there's lots and lots of different things that I can do. I've also got some scissors, big ones for cutting. You always get big ones in a material shop, plus the small ones that have got little eyes on that will hang on here. You know, so there's lots of different ideas. So all I've got to do now, oh, I've got tape measure. There's a tape measure that I will be wrapping onto a reel. You know, lots of different things. So I need to get all this into something, don't I? I've got some laces and trims. I might be able to cut some little bits and pieces off of things like this. You know, use that for a little mat to put something on the deck like that. I've got things like this that I can trim, take that flower out. There's just different things I can do. I'm going to paint the unit first.